What's going on, everybody? Landon here with Home Service Business Coach with Dave, the founder here. We're at stage 3 now, okay? And this is 250 to 500K. Now, if you're watching this and this is your first scaling roadmap video, this information you're seeing comes from coaching hundreds of people at the time of this recording, speaking to thousands, but then also generating millions ourselves. All of our coaching staff here, we're former clients turned coaches. Dave is a 3-time home service business owner, generating millions of dollars of revenue in there. That's where this information is coming from, okay? We have a bunch of free stuff. You can check it on our website, from our podcast, YouTube. We got a paid coaching program. It's awesome, super cool. You got to be invited into it. Anyways, let's get to this, okay? So we're at stage 3 now, 250 to 500K. The stage is delegation, okay? When we're talking about number of employees, you're going to be about 1 to 4 employees, okay? Again, could vary, but that's generally 99% of everybody. Your role, this is exciting. You're now just really starting to build out your team, okay? Timeline in this stage, Dave, all depending on season, all depending on population size, a lot of factors, 12 to 24 months is what we said, okay? Now, the number of contractors who you've seen from stage 1, we were at over 3 million. Stage 2, we were at 1.5 million. Stage 3, right around 690,000 contractors, again, give or take. So within the 3rd stage, we're already half and then another half again. So if this is you, a little bit of a congratulation here to you. It's probably taken you, 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 years to get to this revenue stage. You're beating a lot of people, but you're just getting going. Like, there's so much more to do. So Dave, let's have you kick it off, man. Let me go over our bottom line here quickly, and then let's cover hiring, let's cover organization for everybody. So what's holding you back at this stage is you're stuck doing everything. The amount of people I talk to that are doing everything, that's probably you. You're relying on just one really solid way to get customers. You're struggling with your cash flow, and you're lacking assistance pricing and team structure needed to grow your business, which is why you're in and around this revenue range, maybe year after year after year, and we want you to get to the next stage to graduate. Next stage to graduate, start delegating your 25 to 35-hour tasks, get yourself out of the office and out of the field work, and then block schedule at time and invest 10 hours per week in actually generating revenue for your business. Okay, Dave, I'm gonna shut up, pass it to you.
Yeah, let's talk about people. I mean, here's the biggest thing. My mentor told me back in the day. He said, your greatest success in life will come through other people. And I've never forgot that, man, because like I've 16 years owning home service businesses. We've generated over 15,000 leads. It's a lot of leads, done over 6,000 jobs. It's like, how did all that happen? It came through my almost 200 people that I hired over those many seasons, right? And so this is the biggest thing, especially Landon hit it on the head. Once you've hit year 5, 6, 7 in business, we have a lot of business owners come to us at 380 grand or 450. It's kind of where you start hitting your head on the ceiling, especially a lot of these businesses, man, that don't have a big material cost, right? You're not talking about renovating a home for $500,000. I have a $500,000. No, you have a project, right? I'm talking about turn and burn window cleaning companies, painting companies. It's where kind of the owner gets to. They're usually making like 100 grand themselves. So like, yeah, a little bit of a congratulations. And you've got proof of concept. You're making money. The issue here, man, is the strain, what I see, the strain personally and the strain on the family. Oh, it's busy season. We can't do a vacation. I can't be home by 5 p.m. for dinner. Friday off, forget about it. I got to go do this job for Mrs. Smith. So this is where the wheels of the wagon start falling off, especially from a time perspective. So the only way to fix that, and man, sometimes I've coached companies for multiple years. The owner's mindset when it comes to people is the biggest thing. So we've got to extract the owner from the field, even though you're saying no one can do what I can as good as me. I hear it every day. Okay, it's fine. And so we got to extract you from the field and also from the office. If you get nothing from this blueprint, it's get your ass out of the office and out of the field. $25 to $40 an hour tasks are a big no-no right now. We've got to start ascending you up the business so that you can actually start to grow it. So I could go on and on about hiring, man, but there's a lot of good stuff in our coaching program on hiring, but it all comes down to how you think about your business and hiring. But Landon, we're going to get to graduating, but quickly touch on the organization. What are we seeing with owners right now?
One of the biggest things is like, yes, leads, get it, every business. Hiring, yes, get it, everything. Or it's maybe a sales question or maybe a finance question. You don't understand your numbers. You don't know. You make all this money, you think, and then all of a sudden your pockets, if you can see mine, are looking like this. You're like, where did all my money go, right? Usually boils down to, organization. You need to have, you're, you're a chief everything officer. You're doing everything in the business at this stage. Nothing's really changed from stage two, but you don't have a clear organizational chart. Your current employees, big one, they got no idea. The question we always propose, what would make you want to work and stay for your company? And a lot of people are like, well, I'd want this, this, and this, yet they don't have any of that. Okay. And the last thing is like, you haven't given your technicians enough responsibility, but then also they have no idea what their ascension is. Like, what is the long-term career? That is why, again, you can get an employee for one season and then they can burn. Does that sound familiar? They're really good. You love them, but then they're on to the next thing, right? So Dave, that's what I would say is like, organization is such a big thing. An organizational chart doesn't sound like anything. Again, firstly, how do I do that? But even if you know how to do that, it's like, it can kind of wait. So one of the biggest game changers to implement because of the hiring that feeds into marketing, because now your guys and gals are going to market for you, ties into sales, ties into just overall company buy-in. So Dave,
Yep.
we've talked about this. You're stuck doing everything yourself, relying on one way. Now let's jump into it here.
That's fancy how you did that.
Yeah, I know, right? Woo, it's magic. How do we graduate? Okay.
Yeah.
Now the bottom line with graduation here, okay, is like Dave said, start delegating your $25 to $40 or 35-hour tasks. Get yourself out of the office and field work. Follow a block schedule for your time and invest 10 hours per week in generating revenue for your business. Now, Dave, let's rip on hiring like we did, and let's look for an organization.
Let's do it. Let's graduate here. So big lift in hiring. If you don't have an assistant right now, you are the assistant. Okay. So if you're going to go home to home to home and provide your service, you need someone. I like to call them an office assistant, or you can call them a virtual assistant, part-time, full-time. Like, just get started. Okay. I want you to get 20 to 30 hours back from this person hiring. They're going to be more organized than you. They're going to be better on a computer than you, and they're probably going to be better talking to your customers better than you will. How many opportunities have you missed this week, this month, this year, because you've been up a ladder or on a roof or out doing a thing or you're too busy for that? So that's an investment in your customer service department. Really important. The second one, I'm going to hit this one. Hire a lead technician you can trust in the field performing your services. Okay. I was coaching this one member, and I'm still actively am. We were able to take him out of the field doing about $190,000. We've now doubled his revenue, because in his case, he runs a 2-person crew, a soft watching business. He's got a lead tech and a tech that he can now trust. So that is just the biggest game changer. Since you want to take the next step in scaling your business to the next level, you're going to want to check out our Scaling Blueprint program. We've worked with hundreds of home service business owners now all around the world, where we've actually built out the systems for them in their customized branding and provided them with coaching from our 7-figure coaching team. If you want to learn more about that opportunity, then go ahead and click the link right here. And then organization, I want to hit on this before I give it to Landon.
Yeah.
Implementing company core values and an organizational chart. I heard core values for 48 months before I built them for my business. You can scale up to here, you do not need them. But for you to actually grow to be a real $1 million business, you need to have those core values. You need the organizational chart, which shows each department, all the positions lined out, and answers the question, Landon, what does my business visually look like once it's built out? You got to dial those in place. But what else do you want to add before we close up on organization?
Yeah, it's so good. I want to add in, you mentioned it about hiring. Where was it? First and foremost, you need to know who you're looking for in a hiring aspect, like who's your ideal, avatar. Yes, you have a ideal client avatar and customer. You also need that in hiring. But the other thing as well too that I really want to touch on is get yourself out of the field. Get over yourself. Just like what's holding you back in a mindset, no one can do what I'm doing as good as me. Marketing, sales, hiring, answer the phone, this, that, and the third. The amount of calls I've had, Dave, and I'm glad we do phone calls for this reason, is, oh, I'm on a job site. Oh, this job site ran over. Oh, I have to go fix what my technician did. And usually you're shifting. And if I could tell you this one thing at this stage, especially, you don't take enough ownership. A tech screws up on a job, that idiot, what are they doing? No. You failed. You didn't train them right. You didn't train them correctly.
Almost like someone needs to write a book called Get Off the Truck.
Yeah, maybe that's in the works.
We'll see.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. But if we jump to stage 3, right? Again, in your PDF, it has so much more detailed information. We want to cover high level stuff and get it right to you, kind of like our biggest things that are holding you back. Yeah. If we jump to stage 4, though, this is kind of, you graduate from stage 3, go to stage 4. Now we're talking 500 to 750K a year. This element or this theme is what it's called is expand. Okay. We're going to touch on that as well. But again, if you're finding value from this, okay, the biggest thing is our gift to you. Share it. Send it to somebody who you know, who's an electrician, painter, landscaper, exterior, interior cleaner, window washer, gutter cleaner, junk removal, you name it. If they're in the home service space, more of the softer home service trades, send them a link, okay? Fill out the box here if you're just seeing this online to get your PDF and to get your custom scaling roadmap.
Our goal, everyone, was to take this industry by storm and actually provide real value that's tangible, okay? So that is our only ask from the scaling roadmap. Share it out in a Facebook group, text it to a friend. We want to blow your minds with value that you say, holy crap, how is this free? This free stuff is so good. I kind of wonder what their paid program might be like. I might get a heart attack. It's going to be so good.
And if you want to find out more about what we do and what people have said or saying about us that are currently using us or have used us, tabs above on the website as well. Okay, everybody, take care. We'll talk with you soon and see you in the next one.